Hello, everybody. I am Sergeant Silent. I'm here with a little bit of a different game from that last one. That last one seemed to be a bit of a Demon Slayer, fun, shoot 'em game. This is gonna be a little bit of a different experience. So we'll just get right into it. We ran this game last year, so this category is a little different. I'll explain what it is once we get in. But for now, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Piposaru 2001. Right off the bat, we're going to go for this first speed tech, which is not mashing into the normal mode because we are currently running expert today. So this category is expert 100%. If you guys were here last year with me, then you know I ran normal, I ran any percent expert. So the big difference now from last time is this time we get to visit all the stages we didn't see last year. So right off the bat, you'll notice a couple things. If you're a fan of Ape Escape, you might recognize, some of the themes going on here. However, one of the big things that might immediately strike you as, wait, what's going on here, is the fact that the guy I'm playing as, Kakeru, or Spike, is wearing a blue shirt. What's this about? So, because Expert is red, what they decided to do to make Spike here stand out a little better was they turned his shirt blue. I know it's a bit weird. You're just gonna have to get used to it. Speaking of weird, just to clarify everything you guys saw, yes, you did see a 10-year-old carrying a vacuum cleaner to suck pants off of monkeys to put them in the level-ending washing machine. Your eyes are not deceiving you. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you enjoy Piposaru 2001. As the picture I've set for the webcam explains, the Japan-only monkey pants vacuuming game. I don't know, I just found that image, and I approve of that image. It is accurate to the T. So, this first set of levels, if you guys were here last year, you'll recognize these levels. These are the Hono Bono levels. And you might say, Hono Bono? Why call them that? Well, here's the thing. This game is really clever in the fact that it put all of the level names as automatopoeia. So if you guys know any Japanese, then one of the things you'll know is, or you might know, is Hono Bono is Japanese onomatopoeia for wind gently rushing through the grains, or not grains, like the weaves of grass and stuff like that. So that's why this whole place is windmills, because it's really there to signify just the wind. I don't know how to say Hono Bono and make it sound like wind. Just imagine it yourself. But what you need to know is that in these stages, the monkeys are all basically normal monkeys. They're all yellow pants, which means there's nothing fancy. You saw me pick up what's called a bomb MD. We're not going to use one on this stage. There is a strat to utilize them, but I'm not well practiced in it yet. Shout outs to Drunk Tommy, another runner, for coming up with a couple strats that have improved this game a lot, because me and him have been racing this game, and we've basically been trading times back and forth the last couple of days, even getting a new world record today. So there's a lot of potential in this run to go a lot of different places. But one of the things you'll notice at the end of the screens is you'll see an S rank, 2 pairs of pants, and a timer at the top. The goal of 100% is to get all golden pants and S rank every level. And this is by far the hardest category in the game. There's also 200%, which is doing both normal and expert at the same time, but for the sake of semantics, expert 100% is the hardest category in the game, because not only do you have to deal with harder level layouts and harder monkey AI, you have to deal with significantly more you have to deal with basically every stage is completely random. They are fixed to an extent, in which case, like, we've routed ways to do most of these levels so that they work, but at any point monkeys could just absolutely decide no. Like right now, the monkey in question I need is supposed to have been in that flow, but he wasn't, so now I have to find him somewhere else. The power-up you saw me running around with there is a invulnerability power-up. I think it's the Star MD is the actual name of it. Basically what it does is it gives me 30 seconds of making every monkey in the game run away from me at a super slow pace. And if I collect them, I automatically get their pants. As well as I add, I think it's 5 more seconds onto the clock. So there are a few stages where we'll be utilizing those invulnerability power-ups. They call it, I mean, it's not really invuln, but you can't really die during it unless you jump into a death pit, which will kill you automatically anyway. So here we're coming up on our first quote-unquote boss. If you know Ape Escape, then you know Spectre is the big bad guy. He's pretty much been the big bad guy of every game. So what we're going to do is we're going to run up here, we're going to throw a bomb MD, and we're going to hit Spectre with it. Now, on Expert, that's a lot harder than it looks. You have to do a really well-timed bomb MD to hit Spectre, but the way this game works is you can only break off a certain... That's unfortunate. You can only break off a certain number of pants at a time from Spectre. So what we're looking at here is Spectre will always have, depending on RNG and how the pants fall, 5 to 7 pants on him. That's what you want in order to manipulate Spectre to come to this location here so that you can do exactly what I saw. Unfortunately, in this level, Spectre has really weird iframes, so even though I hit him directly with a bomb, it just decided not to do anything. And now I have to sit through a little, like, congratulations, so I can explain everything you're looking at. So S rank is a developer set arbitrary time that you have to get this, you have to complete the stage under. Now, the way the developers set that was they literally just said, here is the total amount of time available in the stage, period. You need to get better than half of that. So in some stages, that's absolutely free. In other stages, that is so not free. The second golden pants is for delivering every single pants to the washing machine in one visit, which means if I touch the washing machine early while holding pants, I have to reset the entire level. And the third pants is for never letting the clock at the top of the screen hit what's called sudden death mode. Most of the time, this will not be a problem. I say most of the time because there are some stages in this game where that is very much going to be a problem. So optimally, you would never visit a stage again. We'll see how the game treats us. Speaking of, this is a level, if you guys were here last year with me, you've never seen this level unless you've watched me personally. This is Piposaru 1. So the way this game chose to approach levels is there are 4 hubs. Unfortunate, he's just gone. There are 4 hubs in this game, and they want you to... That guy's over there, but there's another one somewhere here. There he is. There are 4 hubs in this game. Trying to explain and suck monkey pants at the same time is a lot harder than you think. No. There are 4 hubs in the video game. You need to revisit hubs 1 and 2 to get the second half of the pants that you did not get on the first pass through. Hub 3 and 4 are thankfully straight lines. So what you saw there is at any point the monkeys that are just the monkeys that are just running around, they don't like it when I take their pants off. So what they want to do is grab onto the chain of pants behind my vacuum and basically start ripping it off. And what I need to do to prevent that is either re-suck the monkey. Oh, that might be bad, but I think we'll be okay. Either re-suck the monkeys a second time, or if I don't re-suck the monkeys, then what I need to do is hit the action button in this game twice. And what that's going to do for me is cause Kakeru to do a little spin, and that spin is going to knock all of the monkeys that are trying to grab onto me off of me. Now, obviously, that loses time to do, so we're hoping we don't have to do that more than necessary, but losing the pants is significantly more detrimental than taking that, like, half a second time loss to shake the monkeys off of my pants, because I need these pants. These monkeys cannot have these pants. Also, that's literally the entire plot of this entire game, is Spectre is basically going, you're depriving monkeys of their right to wear pants, and Spike is just like, bruh, I'm 10. The professor asked me to come in here because we need to clean your pants, because Monkey Park wants your pants sanitized while we fix the zoo up. And Spectre's like, no, you are depriving us of our right to wear pants, and we will not let you do that. How dare you, and you humans think you can do this? And he's like, dude, I'm 10. Dude, just give me your pants. What do you mean? That's literally the whole story of this game. If you've ever wondered why Ape Escape 2 starts with the main character just kind of exploding the entire lab because there's just a bunch of pants, it's literally because of this game. Kakeru picked so many pants up, and then, you know, Jimmy just kind of put a bunch of monkey helmets on the machine that it broke the whole machine. And this is why. Now you know why Ape Escape 2 starts with a cutscene of pants. It's because of this game. There's your Ape Escape knowledge for the day. By the way, I bet none of you knew. Well, not none of you. There's 14 Ape Escape games, guys. So, you know, strap in if you want to really sit down and experience all that Ape Escape has to offer, because there's a lot to offer between 14 games. Yeah, you heard that right. There are 14 canonical Ape Escape games scattered across 2 universes. The lore goes deep, and I'm here to share it with you. Any questions about why I'm sucking pants? Feel free to ask. I might be able to answer them. Anyway, so Hub 1 Revisit, thankfully, is only 4 levels. And the real nice thing about these is, well, in truth, no one likes the Picha levels. This is a relatively easy Spectre to deal with. So what we're going to do for this Spectre is we're actually going to turn around and completely ignore him. We're going to walk up to a tree, and you're going to see, you know, what I'm about to do to this tree. It's okay. It's fine. But, you know, Spectre, it's not Spectre who deserves what's coming. It's this tree. Also, for some reason, hitting that tree at the right time causes the bomb explosion to go into the air, and that just absolutely decimates Spectre, which causes basically every pair of pants in the level. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, I'll have to go for the backup strat. Basically, every pair of pants on Spectre, except for the 5 that you physically can't break off of him, just fall everywhere. So one bomb on a tree and then you have to suck them all up and get over here in, excuse me, get over here in time to then hit Spectre a second time, because Spectre's not immune for very long. He does have eye frames, but he doesn't have too many. So you can just, you know, hit the tree, go over, get the pants, and you're out. Not the most pleasant level, but you can see on the screen 99999. That means all levels in stage 1 we have 100%, and that's the goal of the game, is just 100% every level as quickly as possible. You know, I've never thought about how many levels are actually in this game, but that doesn't matter. Enjoy your monkeys and an onsen. That's what you unlock for 100%ing this game. So if you do normal, you unlock these 3, and if you do expert, you unlock these 3. Oh, don't go into the onsen. There is a fan translation of this game. Big shout outs to B-Man Rules U21 for translating the game for us, because it was apparently super easy to translate. And releasing that on, I think, ROM Hack Central or something like that's the website. Like, go play the English translation of this game if you want to check this game out, because it's very simple. This is basically a PlayStation 1 game that Sony was like, you know what? Forget the PlayStation 1. PS2 is our new console. Put it on PS2. So it runs with about those expectations. It's hard though. Just be warned, the game is challenging. This is a tea. A tea is the sound of hot sand burning under your feet. You know, from like a desert. Everyone here can imagine that sound. What we're gonna try to do is fire all of these monkeys into these capsules, because when you shoot a capsule with a monkey, the pants automatically home directly into you, which means I don't have to walk up and suck the capsules, and then after I suck the capsule lid off, have to suck the loose pants out. That's 5 pants. It's better to just bop them with a monkey, call it a day. Which, that's the ultimate goal, but there are some stages where that's really just not gonna be feasible. We're just gonna have to suck the capsule. You thought we could only suck pants? No. We're here to suck capsules and pants and monkeys. We are a vacuuming fiend. If anyone's curious, by the way, the gadget is called the Nuggetcha. I have no idea why it's called that, but that... Ooh, okay, that's not... I'm gonna go for a backup cycle now. Why ever the professor decided the Nuggetcha, we'll never know, but that's what it is. So if you need a name to call it by, now you know. It does have Getcha in it, which, you know, that's cute if you're an Ape Escape fan. Because Getcha, get you. That's how you basically say get you. Or catch is the literal translation in terms of Ape Escape. Japanese is a weird contextual language. I've been learning it lately, and like there's so much you have to understand about this language, or it just doesn't make sense. Neither do the things they put out, like that right there, that underneath the loading. What that says is please wait, but at the very end it says saru at the end, because the word for wait, it ends in sa, so they added a ru onto the end to make a monkey joke. And I've not heard the end of it from B-Man complaining that they didn't have a way to translate that to English, because you physically can't translate that monkey joke to English. So this is a new strat came up by Kami in chat. I was a little off. What we're gonna try to do is snipe that pants capsule over there using those monkeys on the far side of the arena. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it, so we're gonna have to go for a slightly slower, it's about 5 seconds slower, back up to make sure that we get those pants, just manually run over and hit them. And then we're going to finish this level. A lot of these levels have been easy. Thankfully, the early game levels are the easy ones. I say that, but what's about to come out is Picha's bad, but Picha has nothing on Surdu. So Surdu is the sound of, imagine in your head people skating on ice. You hear that slush of their inline skates on ice? That is Surdu. That is what it's describing. It is the sound of the pink jumpsuit wearing gang of ice skating monkeys. That is their actual description. They are a gang of ice skating monkeys. Now this is another level you guys didn't see if you were here last year, because honestly this level kind of sucks. It was found it was found, I think, about that time that I ran this, that, yo, look at that snipe, let's go. Anytime you can snipe a monkey, you really want to snipe that monkey. That Surdu was significantly slower than Doki Doki, which is another set of levels we'll be seeing. That last guy is just over there being a jerk. Ah, no! I'm being bullied. There's just one pair of pants here, and I don't know where it is. Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. Okay, so this is why my estimate's high. Everything that physically could have gone wrong just went wrong in that stage. I died. I lost all of my pants except for 2. I respawned on the washing machine, and the washing machine immediately picked me up and deposited those pants. So there is no way to reset a level other than to sit through these load screens and quit to the main, or to the hub. We're gonna avoid doing this whenever possible, but you know, Piposaru things. Who has time for playing the game well when the monkeys are out and about? So yeah, the goal of this level is, while dealing with ice physics, because oh boy, yes, there are ice physics. It's not just me. I am sliding everywhere because of these ice physics. While dealing with ice physics, I need to not lose my pants and take out every monkey that wants to be an absolute nuisance to me. Speaking of, there should be 2 black pants. No, sorry, 1 black pants monkey out in the void somewhere. He thankfully came in. I'm going to get this last pants capsule, which is all the way over there, and finish this level. Now, this should still be an S because, like I said, some stages are just free. There's so many clocks in the stage. It's really not an issue. The problem comes from when you like die and stuff like that. But yeah, you know, it happens. I'm not expecting anything other than to finish this run with 100%. And you know, that's more than enough for me. Because these ice skating monkeys are mean. Surdu is a rough set of levels. The big F's. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Speedy. Alright, so we're moving into Surdu 2. This is another level that has a newer strat. This was found, again, by Kami, because, you know, the only person who runs the game besides me at this point is Kami. So everything that I didn't implement was either already known or Kami. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna say the thing. That's never happened before. What was that speed? I just flew across the entire map. Excuse me? Okay, this is... I've messed up the route I was supposed to take and ended up in a catastrophe. But I think I can save this because, again,
this stage can be fine. Do you see, anyone in chat, you see that Kami's going? What was that? That was weird. Neither of us know what just happened. That's new. What? Wow. Okay, might be a new potential strat. I don't know. If you jump coming out of an igloo, maybe you just gain insane speed? Who knows? Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of this run, like, it's just a kid sucking pants. Commentary is the floor is open. I'm just gonna be talking about what is happening on screen, which is a lot of a kid sucking pants, with a couple levels that actually have me hoping there are strats being successfully executed. So yeah, floor is pretty open if anyone would like to chit chat. So this is the first level where we actually need to pick up a clock, and I do mean need. This level does not give you enough time on the clock passively, so you have to go and pick up the little clocks in the stage. You need a minimum of 2. Now we're trying to pick 2 up and still meet a cycle, which is easier said than done, because these capsules, these capsules can really just decide, no, not today, you're not. Just like what you just saw. So I think I'm missing the cycle. I'm gonna really try for it. Not happening. All right, so we gotta go for the backup cycle. When you have to do the backup cycle, you don't need an extra clock, but it's better to get one. Otherwise, you're going to be cutting it really close. S ranking this stage is not a problem. But again, one of the golden pants you need for 100% requires that you never run out of time. And it's very, very easy to run out of time on this stage if you forget to pick up a clock. So that's ultimately what we really need to be doing. So you can see now, like, if I didn't pick that clock up, each clock gives me 30 seconds. I would have 15 seconds from this moment to make it to the end. So, and it's actually pretty easy to miss the backup cycle of the tornado because you need the tornado to take you into the air so you could get on those platforms. So if I had missed that and not picked the clock up, I would have been in a very bad spot and I would have had to redo that entire level. And that's like two... No, I think world record on that is like 1 minute and 57 seconds or something without loads. So yeah, you could see that starts to add up. But thankfully, that stage is relatively easy because of how many clocks are available. So we're not going to worry about it. We are going to move into a T Spectre. Now, something you might have noticed entering these levels is these levels go 1, 2, 3, 5 Spectre. Those of you who know Japanese culture might know that 4 is an unlucky number. And wouldn't you know it, the 4 stages in this game are bad. Every single 4 stage in this game, with literally no exceptions, don't even pretend there's an exception, are bad. All of them. They're all just bad. So this is Spectre. This is the first Spectre where we actually like really have to wait. Oh god. In theory, you could one cycle this Spectre, but it's not really RTA viable. You noticed, like, right as I was running that column, Spectre started moving again. If that monkey had pulled my pants off, by the way, I would have had to redo this entire stage. It's theoretically possible to hit Spectre one more time with a quick snipe, but no one's attempted that in a run because that's just really not viable. That would be incredibly hard to successfully pull off. So right now, 2 cycling that stage is more than enough. And again, you saw 7777. That means that we have 100%ed the first visit to Warp 2. Warp 2, what is this, Crash Bandicoot? The first visit to Hub 2, which, by the way, the first course is called the Monkey Course. The second course is called the Human Course. I bet you can't guess what the third and fourth course are called. So we're going to unlock the gate to the third course, but we're not going to go there yet because we need to finish collecting pants in the second course. There are a couple stages we haven't done here yet. So we're going to go back to Picha 3. I have no idea why Picha 3 is shoved here other than the fact that 5 always has to connect to Spectre and 1 and 2 were in Hub 1. So, like, I guess where else are you going to put Picha 3 but here? Now, the thing... I didn't explain this, by the way. Picha is the sound of, like, water waves, like, gently splashing onto the shore. It's either that or it's, like, bubbles or it's something water related. But I think it's waves gently lapping onto the shore. So, you know, there's some more Japanese trivia. This is the first stage where what we need to do is the absolutely everyone's favorite shoot monkeys into the water and hope that they either skipping stone or just directly intersect a bunch of pants capsules that are just chilling lovingly in the void. I assure you, I am making this look a lot easier than it is, because it's not easy. These capsules, if they don't body me in this level, which that's exactly how you want this level to go, is like that. There are a couple other levels with capsules that they will not go nice. Also, the heart thing I threw out a couple times was, it's called a Love MD. MD stands for mechanical disc. You've seen the bomb MD. You've seen the star MD. Now that's the heart MD. What the heart MD does is it attracts all monkeys in the stage, in the entire stage. Any monkey, pants, no pants, will come to me. Oh, well, it will come to the heart MD. Now, we're moving on to the next set of stages. This is Doki Doki. You might recognize the term Doki Doki from a popular game a couple years ago called Doki Doki Literature Club. If you'd like to know what Doki Doki means, it's the sound of the beating of one's heart. So if you just imagine the thrill, the temptation, the adrenaline, the fear, whatever it is that gets your heart racing, that pulsing, Doki Doki. So that's what that is. And Doki Doki levels are spooky oriented. So what we get to deal with now is this lovely set of monkeys who hide in coffins. Now, coffin monkeys can only be freed a couple ways. One is by hitting them with another monkey. One is by hitting them with a bomb, and one is by getting an invulnerability power up, which causes all coffin monkeys to stand up and start running away from you. Before I started running this game, none of these invulnerability star power-ups were known about. So then I, with the help of some other people, found all of these stars, and that ended up making the Doki Doki set of levels, like, I think at optimal level, they're like 17 seconds faster, but realistically, depending on the player, like, you can easily save up to a minute overdoing the Suru Suru levels, because the Suru Suru levels are just bad. Now, Expert Doki Doki is really mean because the devs decided it would be really funny, funny, if what they decided to do was hide pants capsules in the slime. And you might have noticed those capsules were there when you were already there. You jumped there at the start of the level. Why did you not start with those capsules? Here's the thing. you won't know those capsules there, even if you know ahead of time, because you need to have collected a certain number of pants, which means there must be a certain number of loose pants in your chain or around the edge of the screen. You guys have probably noticed by now, the edge of the screen shows you how many pants are in a level before those capsules will spawn. It was just really royally mean of the devs to not let pants capsules in the goo hidden from view spawn until you had captured a certain amount of pants. So now this is a stage that you guys have not seen in the any percent run. What we do is we do a we skip the first two Suru stages and we do the first two Doki Doki stages. Oh, there's a pair of pants. Oh, I know where it is. We do the first two Doki Doki stages instead. But in this category, we obviously have to do every stage and get 100%. So we're going to do the Doki Doki stages that you wouldn't normally see in an any percent run, which is this one. Oh, also you can break the coffins by knocking the monkeys into the slime. I didn't mention that, but this is the only stage where you really get a good chance to do that. So that's just a short little stage, nothing too fancy. And now we're going to move into Doki 5. Now, this is the first level where you can start to see, this game's a bit laggy. I'm going to let the lag speak for itself once we load into this stage, and you'll get an idea of what I mean by this game's a bit laggy. Yes. That was just a little taste of what this game can do. That was pretty tame. There's some pretty bad ones later that are thankfully not really RNG, but like we have control over them. That one's impossible to do anything about. Like you will always see that one. Also, we got a really good pattern. All 5 of those coffins chain reacted together into one smooth pattern. That's actually complete RNG if we get that or not. They don't have to do that. They can just decide for funsies that only like 2 of them are gonna break, and that's really annoying. So that makes it so that we don't have to go over there. We can just sit here, wait for our vault to run out, and then pick this last pants capsule up. And again, you might be saying, well, why not just go pick this one up earlier? Yeah, here's the thing, buddy. That capsule doesn't spawn until really late. You need like 3/4 of the pants in that level if you want that pants capsule. That actually might be a new world record. 106. Is that good? Yay, that's a new world record by 2 seconds. That is exactly how you want that level to go. That was clean. I like that. I'll have to go, flip that, submit it or something. Who knows? Hot. And now we're heading into Doki Spectre. Now, Doki Spectre on normal is arguably the worst Spectre in the game. Maybe the second worst, or the worst. Doki Spectre on Expert is a bit of a joke. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit that button, which is going to spawn a bomb, which is a gimmick you might have been noticing. And we're going to line up here in a particular spot. Now we're going to wait for an audio cue. Spectre's going to come and drop monkeys. On the second monkey drop, we are going to drop our bomb. And what that's going to do is it's going to perfectly line up with Spectre's invulnerability frames so that one hit, do not take my pants off. The first hit will knock the pants off of Spectre, and the second hit, because of how long he's up there, will cause Spectre to get double hit, dropping the other set of pants. And you really like doing it that way because then you don't have to worry about getting a second hit on Spectre, and having to worry about hitting Spectre has two patterns. He has his I have a lot of pants pattern and I do not have a lot of pants pattern. If Spectre goes into his I do not have a lot of pants patterns on some levels, that is very bad. Very, very, very bad. And we don't want that happening. So, thankfully, I found the setup where you just bam, bam. Oops, sorry, I hit my mic. Bam, bam. Problem done. All right, so we are in course 3. We are in the Professor course. We have entered Surdu 3, and if you remember earlier, I said all the Surdu stages suck. Keep that in mind. The first stage of course 3 is already not great. Thankfully, this is an alright stage compared to what else is in this warp room. So we're gonna go for another new strat came up by Kami. We're gonna line up with that capsule. Unfortunately, oh no, we did get it. Nice. We're gonna snipe that capsule, throw a love MD, take these. Okay, please. Okay, maybe we're gonna do absolutely nothing we want to do because we're being absolutely bodied. Please. There's one up there that we need. Okay, gonna try to snipe that capsule. And now we're gonna cut directly across the level over to this heart MD and repeat. Except this time, the monkeys are gonna behave and we're going to get all 5 of them. Now this level is just a nice little square, so there is a lot of potential for doing that level really fast. But obviously, if one monkey decides, no, today, Kakeru, you are not doing this stage fast, then that happens. And you have to enter panic mode and hope they don't take your pants. And if they do, you get them back. If a monkey puts on pants, it becomes a wild monkey again, and it is gone. Also, Honobono 4. We've rolled the right out of the Surdu 3 into a stage that has the number 4 in it. That should tell you something. This is the first stage that is a reason my estimate is 90 minutes. Honobono 4, please. Just Honobono 4, please. That is all I can hope for. We need to do a incredibly tight jump. Grab them, line up a shot, chain react the monks. Get the chain reaction, grab this last guy who's being really nice, and finish. I made that look a lot easier. Remember, I said monkey chain reactions, complete RNG. There is a capsule in the way. The monkeys can hit that and they can break. So that's awesome. They went through the fence, they went through the capsule, they hit every single monkey in the chain reaction. And I got the last monkey. That stage has 30 seconds on the clock. There are no backup clocks. That means you must finish that stage in 14 seconds or you have to run it again. I finished it in 12, executing like that. World record, I think, is 7 seconds with a Hail Mary shot. So, I assure you, I am not doing this game due diligence because I'm making this stuff look way easier than it is. We're going to head from Surdu, or from Hono 4 into the lovely Picha 4. Picha 4 is another stage with a 4 in the name and a Picha in the name, which means it's not fun. It was never fun, and it will never be fun. We are taking a very specific route through this stage to lure monkeys so that we can attempt to skipping stone them into several pants capsules that are really, really far out of bounds. Now, you can theoretically hit these pant capsules with a bomb if you wanted to, but here's the thing about that. You then can't get the pants if you do that, and not being able to get the pants is worse than missing them, period, because then Spectre will pick the pants up, and when Spectre picks a pair of pants up, he respawns them on a monkey, and the light blue monkeys you've been seeing, they don't move very fast on land, but it's impossible to one cycle this level, meaning you will always see the water cycle raise once. If the water cycle raises and there are light blue pants swimming monkeys out and about, they are gone. They are the fastest monkeys in the game. They will take your pants and they will go to the other side of the map. So you have to get a heart MD, and you have to just hope that they come back to you, and it's not good. It's not good. Again, another stage. I really am making this run look so much easier than it is. And if you guys were here for Ty earlier, I said something and then I was immediately struck down by karma, like the hardest karma possible. It's coming. We have the hardest stages left in this run. There is karma coming, and get ready to see the same stage like 10 minutes soon. This is a TNT 4. Thankfully, a TNT 4 is actually, in my opinion, the tamest of the... Oh, dear. The tamest of the 4 stages. The timer's a little tight on it, but ultimately, it's not too bad. You just have to go to the 4 different corners of the map and collect pants capsules. There is a way to, like, grab some monkeys and Hail Mary lob them across the map, but it's not really viable for a run like this where you need to do everything quickly and reliably so that you can get out of the level as soon as possible. So yeah, we could have saved like 4 seconds with a different order and a lob attempt, but it's better to just do what you know works and get through and out of the level. And again, that's probably the tamest of the 4s. Next, we have Doki Doki 4. Now, Doki 4, again, is pretty easy. If you hear Doki Doki, you should think, oh, so there's coffin monkeys in it. Yes, there are coffin monkeys in it. Just like in the last level, there were monkeys who wear cactuses. Yeah, you saw that, right? There are just monkeys who wear cactuses. That's their mechanic. They will literally just sit there in cactus form to take your pants off your clothesline. Fun mechanic. Really not a problem unless you're not paying attention, and then it's a big problem. But yeah, you'd think, oh, okay, the coffins, but I've really made the coffin levels look like a joke because, you know, they are. We didn't know that this existed until, like, I don't know, until like 6 months ago. No, maybe a year ago. Turns out you can just hit that statue with a bomb, and would you look at that? The Temps put another invulnerability power up in the level. Man, isn't that awesome of them. The devs really did not like doing any of these coffin monkey levels the quote-unquote intended way. So instead they just hit an invulnerability power up somewhere. Now we can get really bad RNG where those coffin monkeys run onto the washing machine and then we have to wait for them, but thankfully we didn't. You also notice I did like a little dance at the end. I didn't get that in the other coffin stages because the way the dance works is if no monkeys are left in the stage when Kakeru eliminates the last one, then you get the dance. But if there are still monkeys in the stage, then the stage isn't counted as like cleared, I guess, so you don't get a little fanfare. Now, Suru 4. This is probably the worst stage in the game. Kami has come up with a strat for this stage that I will not be doing. In a marathon setting, I will be doing the less scary, just as scary, less risky, just as risky strat of being on an incredibly tight timer. Watch my timer to get an idea of like what we're working with time-wise here. And you'll see exactly what I mean by that. So we are making this jump
Okay, we got it, guys. If I had missed that, we would have had to re-enter this stage. Again, Kami has come up with a wonderful, totally just as fun strat that gets you there with like 4 seconds on the clock instead of 0 seconds on the clock, but it involves jumping on a bunch of geometry that is very not fun to jump on, and the slightest misstep, you will touch this ice water. And ice water is a one-shot. You hit the ice water, you instantly freeze, you drop all pairs of pants, and like you're gone. That's it. You it's over. So hardest level in the game, done in one visit. Again, that's why my estimate is high, and I guess the game's just gonna be nice to me. So let's go. This is one of my favorite stages in the game. You'll notice like all of these stages have so many pants. There's like 30 pants, 40 pants, 10 pants. I want everyone on stream to count how many pants this stage has when I boot in. Y'all are gonna see an insane amount of pants on screen. And also 5 seconds, by the way. And if you look at the screen number, you'll notice that there is exactly 1 pair of pants in this entire level. And he is 100% of the time right there. Every single time, he is right there. Now, what he can do from there is a bit random. He can go left, he can go right. That might not sound like a lot, but depending on how he goes left and right, it can be very bad. But thankfully, that is the optimal RNG. He was there. He did what I wanted him to do. I got my 1 pair of pants, and I got out of the level. So now, every other theme has had a Spectre fight. Surdu is no different. This, depending on who you ask, is the worst Spectre fight in the game. Across both normal and expert, this is the fight. If Karma is going to strike this run down, it is going to do it in this fight. So everyone, give me your monkey pants sucking power. I need this stage to go well. Here goes nothing. So we are going to begin by doing a lineup. Both runners have different lineups. My personal lineup is to get under this present in a particular way. Get a monkey to come to us, suck him up, aim, fire, and attempt to hit Spectre. Unfortunately, we didn't hit him, but it's not over yet. We have 1 more chance at this. If we miss the second chance, we're going to have to reset the level. Come on. Nope. Okay. All right. So, out of an abundance of just necessity, I'm just going to reset the level. Basically, in order to S-rank this level, you need to be very quick. Make sure you hit him. Make sure you get all the pants. And you might have noticed there's a lot of pants you have to get. And each time, each Spectre stage, it gets harder and harder. Spectre starts returning the pants back to him faster and faster. So now we have very little time to hit him. We have very little time to get the pants. We have very little time for a lot of things. So a lot of stars need to align to make sure that we get this shot. So unfortunately, monkeys have incredibly weird hitboxes. Sometimes they'll just like literally pass through Spectre in this stage. I really do not know why or how. But thankfully, second try, we got the shot. Pair of pants there we need. Now, every time we suck up pants, on the line as well was monkeys. These monkeys are going to, every step of the way, attempt to
pull these pants off of me. And that is a problem. We need to make sure we do not lose these pants. Is that the way to go? Yes. Thankfully, like I said, second try, everything lined up. No weird pants shenanigans, because it's very possible for a pair of pants to just decide, nope, and they're gone. They're usually somewhere there, but I mean, you know, blind pants gonna be blind, and there's pants. That's just pants. Thankfully, I'll take second try at a marathon because that stage sucks. And in PB, I think I got it like third try. I lost like 3 minutes on that stage. But compared to that run, knowing, recognizing it, quitting, and re-entering, I lost only about a minute and a half. So, I mean, literally anything's possible at this point. It depends on how Hub 4 goes. I told the restreamer that this run could come insanely underestimate. And I'm not saying it will, but it's looking nice. And I know shots fired is a little behind, so I think runners are going to be happy, especially the, like, you know, run at 4 a.m. hero of the community runners are going to be happy to hear that they don't have to stay up later than intended. Shoutouts to everyone running at marathons at freaking 3 in the morning, by the way, because some of those people are Americans who just said, I will run whenever on the schedule, and they're the real heroes. They deserve the recognition for doing that. So we are in Pico Pico, which is the sound of like clinking and clacking of machinery and gears and cogs, and oh, come off it. And that is the theme of these levels is, dude, come off it, is heavy machinery. In fact, it's so heavy that the monkeys in this, it tanks. And the, come on, tanks are scary. Tanks will attract the vacuum, which causes Kakeru to attempt to suck them even though he physically cannot suck them up. That's annoying. Then on top of that, we have to worry about come on. Nice, we got him. We have to worry about the tanks. They'll body us, they'll hit us, and the little red pants monkeys will also super annoyingly just like drop these little miniature tanks that roam after you. We have to make sure not to get hit by them, because getting hit by them not only costs one of our hit points, we only can take 2 hits, the third hit will kill us, but it will also stop us from being able to vacuum any pants. And that's a problem, especially in stages like this, because not only will the tanks attract the vacuum, making it incredibly annoying to vacuum, but the red pants monkeys actually take an entire, like, I think it's a half a second before you can pick them up, because they're the extra resistant, extra strong monkeys. If you guys have played Ape 1, then you'll know that normally these red pants monkeys are all the tough monkeys. Now that's if they see you. If they don't see you, then everything's a little different. They'll kind of just like do whatever. But oh, and there was a little mini tank. My health's a little scary here. You can get more health, but it's pretty unrealistic to get more health, because you need a lot of these like little mini heart token things, and I mean a lot, and not every stage has abundance of them to even pick up. Thankfully though, that was a pretty good level. Not the best level, but we will take it because, again, it's an S. That's what matters. I heard there were monkeys and pants. There is indeed both in this run. All right, Pico Pico 3. So this run is technically on world record pace. However, I forgot to start recording. So even if it world records, it doesn't matter. You know, it's karma. But I think we're pretty close anyway, because of what we have coming up. That doesn't matter. This is Pico 3. Now, Pico 3 is really annoying because Pico 3 introduces... This power-up was introduced earlier, but we didn't use it. It's called the Remote MD. And what the Remote MD does is it lets you brain control the monkeys that are in the remote control that you've hit them with. That's English hard. I'm tired. So what you want to do is hit like this tank monkey, for example, because there is no way to knock these monkeys out of this to knock these monkeys out of the tanks other than to literally hit them with another monkey or a tank. So we're gonna grab a Love MD. We're going to pull it to the end, fire there, and get one more set of 5 monkeys. And the cool thing about about the remote control is it freezes the IGT. Now we don't really care about that for RTA, but if this was a IGT run, or not IGT run, if we were doing like levels, you want to take advantage of that. There's an Ape Escape game with Snake in it. There are 2 games with Snake and monkeys in them. Actually, you know, if we come like way underestimate, like we could probably sit through credits. I don't know if they're willing to do that to make up for the fact that I forgot to local record. Credits are thankfully not that long. I will need to get permission for that, because, you know, sometimes you're dumb. Sometimes you forget to hit the local record button. Maybe I'll just sandbag the run so it's not world record. How's everyone feel about that? Man, you love making dumb decisions. It's freaking no! Freaking, what is it? 11:30 a.m. and I've been going to bed at like 9:30 a.m. I'm tired, man. Forgetting to record. I know, everyone's upset with me. It's fine, guys. It's not world record. It couldn't possibly be world record, guys. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Yeah, I'll ask. I'll just be like, hey, Twan, can I sit through credits? I have enough downtime to do this. And before it ends being world record. Alright, I add him. We'll see what he says. Hey, what up, Twan? All right, so we're in the final level of the game. What you do in the final level is just a small series of these little like mazes. All good. So that was the first maze. The first maze is a bit of a joke. The second maze is a little. The mazes involve different gimmicks. So that one has the gimmick is a bunch of conveyors. This one, the gimmick is these like missile launchers that will chase you. And you're also supposed to activate these doors. This is another little skip found by Kami. You can just like, oh no, I missed it. You know what? There's the karma, guys. The karma has bit me. I'm gonna go for it again. But yeah, you can like, well, unless I hit the button. If I hit the button, I'm not gonna go for it again. I hit the button. All right, whatever. Oh wait, I need to go over here. I'm so used to doing the level the new way that I forgot the old way to do it. But yeah, Kami found a strat where you can hop around that door frame, which is, it's cool. It looks cool. It saves like maybe a second at best, but it doesn't really save anything. It's just, it looks cool if you hit it, and I did not hit it. Speaking of getting hit, I was on world record pace for a run of this game once, and in this level, one of the monkeys came up and he went, and he pushed me off the ledge. The monkeys in this game, they will do that. They have minds of their own. You've noticed none of these guys have pants. That's because Spectre's basically been like, you have all of the monkey pants. You don't really. We're also going to do like the only skip in the game. You are not supposed to be able to do that, but if Kakeru's head gets underneath this little like chain link platform, then the game will just zip him up. That's cool. But yeah, so we're basically trying to get through all of these levels to get to Spectre, who's at the bottom of his factory. And now this is the final level with pants in the game. There's a new strat that Kami came up with. I've already messed it up because, you know, my mind was focused on other things. So what we're gonna do is the old way, which involves a lot of crying and a lot of hoping that tanks cooperate. Currently, I can't even get the vacuum to cooperate. Man, is this what... I'm choking. I'm choking. I'm choking. You guys know what it's like to choke a speedrun? Because that's what's happening right now. Speedrunner fails speedrun live on stream. Click here to find out more. It's impressive. It's impressive. Thankfully, we don't have to S-rank this stage. None of that really matters. All that matters is that we get all of the pants at some point and get out of the level. Which, thankfully, we were able to do that. Now, Spectre's going to confront us. He's going to be like, fine, you think you have all the pants, but you're still missing one thing. You don't have mine. And then Kakeru is like, Spectre, wait, and Spectre hops in. Drum roll, please. If you'd like to take a guess at what Spectre has hopped in, you will, you know, surely never possibly imagine what could be the thing that we are now dealing with. Oh, would you look at that? It's a giant gorilla mech. Who saw that coming? Wow. Spectre, you're such a creative individual. So we are going... I've never really explained how throwing bombs works in this game. There's two ways to do it. This game has two sets of controls. You can either use the face buttons, circle and X, to do actions, or you can use the analog stick and the R2, L2 button to do things. So this is again, a new strat. Credits to Kami for coming up with this. that saves a lot of time since I last ran this game, where instead of lining the bomb up, oh, now I just sent that into the void. Instead of attempting to constantly run up to him and jump and land it, what we're going to do is just pull the bomb back, throw it into absolutely nothing multiple times. All right. Literally gave credit to a god. And attempt to smack him with the bomb. Now, while I'm trying to dodge mechanics, I'm using that analog stick at the same time, which can make this very challenging and incredibly easy to send your bomb just flying into the void and hit absolutely nothing. As long as we defeat Spectre before he throws a third set of monkeys, we're all right with this. But typically that's what's going to happen, is you're going to defeat Spectre on his third set. Also, cool thing about this fight is that while you're doing it, Spectre is continually attacking you. He'll always do the same set of cycles, so it'll always be rockets, lasers, arms. Getting hit or dying will cause whatever attack he's doing to just, well, okay, getting hit by the lasers or dying, period, will cause whatever attack he's doing at that moment to just end. Which is pretty significant, because you can potentially take advantage of that to end a attack that you don't like early. This is bad. Okay, that hit him. So now, you didn't see this last year when I ran this game, because last year we ran any percent. This is 100%, which means all pants, all levels, all everything. So this is an extra stage of Spectre that we now have to deal with. Thankfully it's not too hard. It's like 6-8 hits, and you can get a lot of double hits on him depending on how you line things up. Unfortunately, I didn't really line too much up too well, but you know, it's what's what. All right, we're gonna get one dialogue box. Time is coming up, and time. Woo! So, I have got the okay to, because we're like 20 minutes ahead of my estimate, to sit through a little bit of credits and make sure it's a world record, because yes, that actually is world record. However, to verify it, we have to save the game and make sure it says 100% on the file. Thankfully credits are like 2 minutes long, so we'll still be like 15 minutes ahead of my estimate. Also, shoutouts to my boy Dylan Cuthbert. I will take advantage of this time to say thank you, shots fired. I'm really glad you guys let me run this again. Thanks Kami. Kami's actually been really supportive. He's been racing me in this game constantly, multiple times. We've been doing like 3 races a day. I got world record in this category because of that, so that's been fun. He wants to take it back, and I want to support him in taking it back. So more power to him for that. You come hang out with me, come hang out with Kami, come hang out with the whole Ape Escape community. You can find us on speedrun.com if you're interested in doing that. Literally any of the like 14 some Ape Escape games on speedrun.com have a link. You've literally been racing, God. Have a link to come hang out with the Discord. Unfortunately, you know, if it's not Ape 1, 2, or 3, it's really not a super popular game, which sucks, because I hope, like, this is the hardest category in this game, and I hope, like, I made you see Piposaru 2001 is a super fun run. This did all the levels we didn't do last year. It got 100%, which means, again, every stage I had to S, every stage I got all the gold pants. It was great, and, like, I mean, just, like things, words out of mouths to make sure dead air has someone talking in it, because someone has to do that. All right, we've talked through credits. All right. So, with that, that says, congrats, you're done the whole game. We're going to save, get our confirmation, because Doofus here forgot to record. Thank you, Shots Fired, for letting me do this. Save our game. In the top right, if it says 100%, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new world record, and we came almost 20 minutes under estimate. Thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me do that live on stream. You all have a great night. I'm so tired. Enjoy the monkeys and enjoy whatever's next.